But I met Will, and we had mutual friends, and then I started listening to more of his music, and I especially got into his solo records.
You were banking on the changes to bring this whole town's dirty cartel on you.
For one, I've always loved Will's music. He had a band called Centro-Matic that I heard, kind of late. By the time I got into Centro-Matic, they were sort of at the end of their career, I saw them a few times, and I thought it was great music. It's music that I always feel like I can put on. That and dub, reggae, or things I can always sort of put on and feel good and walk away, It's music that it reminds me of certain times of day, especially sunrise and sunset. It's sort of there's a light to it that kind of is gorgeous, and kind of shadows, the way shadows kind of come in and out. And so Will, I've gotten to know over the years because I'm a fan, and we actually did a tour together too, and he sang on some records of mine. We went over to Europe and did some touring, but he's an amazing singer, he's an amazing songwriter, but he also is a great drummer, and he started out playing drums in an alt rock band. He played drums in the Monsters of Folk, which was Conor Oberst and Jim James. A lot of Americana to me is kind of corny, it's sort of overdone. It's like a cartoon, right? Will taps into something that I think is American that is actually beautiful. Some of this wide open spaces. He's not someone who rejects all forms of tradition. And then he just wrote a novel, which I just read, and it's fantastic. And it very much, like his music, connects to a sense of place, which is he grew up in Missouri, and that sort of region in the middle of the U.S., southern middle, that he seems to capture really well in some of these, again, wide open spaces, long drives.
Can you tell me one song where I should start with him?
Yeah, I think one of the ones, Patience for the Ride, would be a Centro-Matic song. There's an album called Swan City Vampires from 2015 that you should check out.
Fragile goes the lakeside, and fragile goes the moon. Endless on that riverbed where we left it all too soon.
He also did a record with Jason Molina from
of course.
Yeah, they did a record together called Johnson and Molina. Jason and him were really, really tight. But Jason's, even though he's deceased, he got a lot more acclaim than Will. But I think that they're on par. I think a lot of music I like is very lyric based, and his lyrics are. They're kind of impressionistic. Like when I write, I can listen to his music because it's not like someone yelling at you, but there is singing. Where a lot of the times when I'm writing, I listen to instrumental music.
Finally easing off the secrets and moving with the day.
Is that he also does these crazy, amazing sort of folk art paintings of baseball players. Historically, and if you look it up, you'll see it. He does these amazing, and I actually commissioned one. I wanted to give a gift, so I told him a baseball player, and he makes it, and then he puts words on it that sort of describes the player.
And you are completely mine, completely mine. Ooh.